Hello everybody. Today on 4th February, the World Cancer Day, I would like to speak on fertility preservation in cancer patients. So cancer is not uncommon. There has been an annual rise in the number of cancer patients from 9.79 lakhs in 2010 to around 11.4 lakhs in 2020. And now cancer is not considered as an incurable disease. With the improvement in treatment of these cancer patients, we have a whole lot number of young patients who have survived cancer and who are leading a normal life. So with the increase in survivability of these cancer patients, our focus has shifted to the quality of life of these young survivors and also to their future fertility potential. So most of the cancer can decrease the semen quality in the male patients and also impair the ovarian function in the female patients. Moreover, most of the cancer in the reproductive age group women can cause either removal of the reproductive organ, or we have to give chemotherapy or radiotherapy to these young patients which are gonadotoxic and which impairs the future fertility potential of these patients. The ovaries are especially very sensitive to this treatment because of their preset number of follicles. So this treatment can deplete the follicular pool and can also decrease the egg reserve of these patients. So we should try to preserve the future fertility of these patients. So various ways have been developed to preserve the future fertility potential of these young patients. Like in males, we can go ahead with the sperm cryopreservation or the testicular tissue cryopreservation, and in females we can go ahead with oocyte cryopreservation, embryo cryopreservation, ovarian tissue cryopreservation, ovarian transplantation or ovarian transposition. Out of all these methods, the most established ones are the sperm cryopreservation in males, and in females the oocyte cryopreservation and embryo cryopreservation because of their greater success rate. So once the patient is diagnosed with cancer, proper counseling of the patient should be done. The patient should be explained about her future fertility potential, and if the medical condition and time permits, then we can advise sperm cryopreservation in male patients, and the female patients can go ahead with oocyte cryopreservation if she is single, or she can go ahead with embryo cryopreservation if she has a stable partner. So once the patient is diagnosed with cancer, she should the counseling should be done with her treating oncologist, and the patient can be referred to the IVF specialist for the oocyte cryopreservation. So once the patient comes to the IVF specialist, the stimulation of the patient can be started immediately with the help of this random start protocol. For this, the patient has to come to the doctor daily for injections, and once the eggs are ready, the ovum pickup can be done. Thus, with the help of the ovum pickup, the eggs are taken out from the body, and then these eggs can be freezed at minus 190 degrees Celsius for years together. Or if the patient has a stable partner, then we can make embryos with the help of these eggs, and then we can preserve these embryos. So after the ovum pickup, the patient can go ahead immediately with the cancer treatment, and these oocytes or the embryo which has been preserved can be stored for years together, and the patient can and they help the patient to conceive in a future date whenever the patient desires. So this is a very noble approach for the cancer patients to preserve their fertility, and I would strongly suggest that all the cancer patients should be counseled regarding this, and their treating oncologist should also counsel the patient and advise the patient for their fertility preservation. Thank you.